My name is Alim Kamara and this is T4GC, and today I'm going to introduce you to a character by the name of Kweku Anansi. Yes, I know you've been requesting some Kweku Anansi. Who's Kweku Anansi? Kweku Anansi is a character originally from Ghana, and then when those people came, they took people to the other island down to the West Indies. He was introduced there. If you don't know about Kweku Anansi and you're black, go and speak to your guardian and say, Wagwan blood. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It was a joke. It was a joke. So, let me tell you a bit about Kweku Anansi. Kweku Anansi is what we call the trickster. He was a don at tricks, tricking people. He taught us morals. Also, he was the original Spider-Man. So don't come and tell me about Pika Paka. Move! Pika Paka. Yes, Pika Paka. Foolish. Yes. Anyway, Anansi existed at a time when monkeys used to roll around in 22-inch rims made out of stone. Anansi existed at a time when owls used to fly around in daylight wearing sunglasses. Yes. Anansi existed at a time when horses used to have two tails. Yes! This was before some women came along. Please, no hate mail. So on this particular day, Anansi wakes up and says, you know what? I need to do something about this drought that's surrounding my village. And so he promised his people, I will return with food. And off he went, searching for miles and miles and miles. And lo and behold, he came across a village that was full of just cassava. Yes, cassava. Plenty cassava. Even one of the cassavas ran up to him and said, would you like us roasted, boiled, or fried? And as he was like, I don't care, blood. I'm just hungry. And so the cassava jumped in the pan and fried itself. Well, when it came time for Anansi to eat, Anansi sat down, but he saw smoke rising from a distant village. And he turned to one of the cassavas and said, who lives there? The cassava said, Plantain lives there. What? Plantain? And he dropped the cassava and started to walk up. And then the cassava said to him, if you go, you won't find us again. Ah! And off he went, off he went. And as he got closer to this village, all he saw was plantain. Plenty plantain. And one of them ran up to him and said, would you like us roasted, boiled, or fried? And Nancy said, fried. I know what I want. Fried plantain. Yes. And so the plantain jumped in the pan and fried itself. Well, the time came for Anansi to eat, and he sat down ready to back a munch. And just as he was about to eat the plantain, he saw smoke in a far distance. And he said to the plantain, who lives there? And one of the plantains said, oh, rice lives there. Rice? And Nancy was African, innit? A rice? Oh my, and he dropped the plantain and started to walk off. And the plantain said, if you go, you won't ever find us again. And as he said, there's rice, blood, jam. And off he went, Checking again for miles. He followed the smoke and came across a village that was filled with just rice. Yes, just rice. And one of the rice ran up to him and went, would you like us roasted, boiled, or fried? And Nancy said, boil yourself. I don't care, just boil yourself. I want some rice. And so the rice jumped in the pan and started to boil themselves. Well, just as Anansi was about to eat, he had super malt as well, just to add that in. And he saw smoke in the distance. And before he could even say who, he didn't even care anymore. And the rice went, he said, shut up. And off he went. Oh, because he knew in his mind that something was going to be there. And so he trekked towards the smoke, towards this village. And when he got there, no. Anansi found himself back at his own village. And to this day, we don't know whether it was because of the starvation, the hunger in his belly, or the shock of being back at his village. But he just fainted.